May the Almighty force, protect us, guide us, lead us, support us day and night at all times, in all places, and in all our duties. Good evening, everyone. I hope you all are doing fine. We had a wonderful day today, and the day actually started with, of course, the bull taking control of the market. And please understand that this is only for information and testing and learning purposes. This is not an investment advice, whatever stocks that we are discussing today. Talk to your investment advisor before you can move forward on anything that you want to invest in. Okay, quick summary of what happened in the market. The market started today at around 28. Okay, just take for today. So 28th of April. So it started with a gap up of just about a few points. It started at around 24,070. Yesterday it had closed at 20. Friday it has closed at 24,399.16. 23,991.65. It opened at around 24,070. In the single candle, went up to about 24,147, closed at the same place. Okay, and then the next candle, of course, it lost around 47 points, and then it started moving up. So right up to approximately 10:45 or so, the market had been moving up. Okay, in fact, at around 10:12, it reached a high of 24,279 and then corrected a bit, and then it went up, and it's settling around the same range of around 24,250 to 24,275 or so. And it attempted to again recover from that, the dull period, and around 11:25, 11:30 or so, then it again started going up, went up decently by another about 0.4, 0.5%, and had been range bound until around 2:15 when it fell down by nearly around 120, 130 points or so, or 100 points or so. It kind of fell down, maybe around 80, 90 points it fell down, but then again it recovered pretty much whatever it has lost. And you can see how many times it tested the near resistance level that we had marked here as on 23rd April 2025. We had marked the resistance level at 24,359. Even today, it went to the same resistance level, but of course, the bears were unable to take complete control of the market, and the market continued to remain there. Why did it happen like this? Let's understand how the market actually started and astrologically where the planets were when the market started. Sun had shifted into Rohini Nakshatra today. It had shifted very early in the morning, and it was at 13 degree, 59 degree minutes, approximately 14 degrees. It was in Aries zodiac. And moon had shifted significantly away, close to 6 degrees, 5 degrees, I should say, close to 5 degrees away from where sun was. And we have discussed about it in the past. Sun conjunction with moon, that is, sun plus or minus moon should less than 3.2 degrees. Then this is the strongest Amavasya period. And in this period, the market will be sell on rise. Sell on rise. Once moon moves away from 3.2 degrees from sun, then depending upon the other planets, that is the moon's star lord and sun's star lord strength, market will be bullish or bearish. Now here, what had happened, sun was in Bharani Nakshatra, sun in Bharani Nakshatra, moon in Bharani Nakshatra. Sun is at 1359, let's say 14 degrees approximately. And moon is at 1853, let's assume 19 degrees approximately. Okay, a few minutes after the start of the market, it would have become slightly away from the sun. Okay, now the difference between the two is 5 degrees, which is more than 3.2 degrees. And both Bharani is owned by Venus, and Venus is no more conjoined. Okay, it's kind of moving away. Venus is no more in the grip of Rahu. Okay, so it is in fact even moving away from Saturn. So Venus is gaining strength here. Venus is gaining strength slowly. So we expected banking stocks to do reasonably well due to this particular combination. And I have taught this to all my students who have come to our class. Okay, now let's take a look at the equity contribution. What has actually happened today? Which stocks contributed the most to the index today? So if you look at the Nifty 50 index today, there has been a few stocks like Sriram Finance, HCL, etc., that hasn't really done very well. Okay, one second, please. Okay, there are about 8 stocks that haven't done reasonably well today, particularly led by Sriram Finance. It fell down by about 5.1% or so. And the reason, really no reason at all. Performance actually reasonably good, but it is a slightly overvalued stock according to investing.com. So if you are interested in finding valuation, fair valuation of a stock, consider Pro Edition of investing.com. Okay, now disclaimer, I have nothing to do with investing.com. I don't even know who the company is and what the company is, but it's a reasonably good tool to use, and it also collates all the company's information into one single screen, and also collates the recommendation by all traders who are there, all different trading analysts who are there. For instance, I'm just opening up my Sriram Finance mobile app. The fair value calculator shows that the Sriram Finance fair value is at 572.84. There are analysts who have given various kind of recommendation in that. So the analyst target, average analyst target is around 726.13. 726.13. There are 33 analysts who have recommended this. The low, of course, is 530 to 820 is the recommendation that has been given by the analyst. So I don't know, whichever is the analyst that you talk to, whoever you believe, you can decide what is meaningful for you to look at. But Shriram Finance has been getting beaten up. We have discussed that. I was unable to analyze the stock in the live class because there was a 5:1 split in the company's stock. So I was unable to look at the statistics for me to tell you whether the product will go down or up or not. Okay, TCS minus 0.2%, HCL Tech 1.79%, Hindustan Lever down 60.65%, Ultra Cement down by 0.89%, Bajaj Finance down by 0.4%, Nestle India 0.48%, Wipro a marginal 0.08, TCS 0.2. Other than that, if you look at the reason why the market really rallied so well is essentially because of these companies. Anything more than 5%, I will take here, or I will take anything which has contributed more than 5 points to Nifty. Tata Motors up by around 1.94. I have talked to you earlier about it. And Tata Steel, JSW Steel has gone up. BEL has gone up. M&M has gone up. But if you really look at the top six contributors, or six contributors, if you really see, out of the six contributors, four contributors, I should say, were banks. We have ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, State Bank of India, Axis Bank. All of them have gone up today 0.5% to 2.30%. It has gone up. And Reliance has been one of the significant contributor, went up by 5%. 96 point it contributed, come back to 1366. It's been taking a beating like anything, but today it kind of bounced back significantly. So the banking stocks naturally did very well today. So if we look at just Nifty Bank itself and the Nifty Financial Services, we will look at it. Not a single banking stock is negative today. Not a single stock is negative today. All the 12 index contributors from ICICI Bank to IDFC First Bank. In fact, there has been a lot of negative news about IDFC First Bank, but that also has seen a significant positive today. Everything, the minimum it went up was 0.56%. 0.55% HDFC Bank went up, 0.6656% IDFC First Bank went up. But other than that, most of it went up by 1 to 2%. You can see Canara Bank went up 2.13, Axis Bank 2.14, SBI went up 2.3, then Punjab National Bank went up 2.83, AU Small Finance Bank went up 2.5%. So all of them have done really well today. If you look at financial services, we are only seeing 5 stocks that have been beaten here out of the 20 stocks in all of the other things. Of course, there are financial banks that were there. The top 5 are the banks here that we see. And we have seen the Geofinance go up 1.94%, the significant contributor there, of course, the banks. The rest are all small contributors, and there are only about a few companies that have gone down. Eventually, SBI card will do well over a period of time. When the interest rate cut comes in, the reason why the interest rate cut comes in is because they want the consumers to start spending. Private spending should increase. As the private spending will increase, there will be a lot of need for credit card usage. Okay. So this is the quick summary of what the market has done today, right? Yeah, Viswanathan, probably the bank Nifty started negative. So that's a mere manipulation that happens for a short period of time for us to see that they can make profits and move on in life. Now, if you look at today's Almanac, you will be able to get some clue as to why things happen the way it happened. Okay, so the day started with Moon in Rahu sub in Venus star in Aries. So Aries, Bharani, Rahu sub. So around 11:10, it went to the Jupiter sub. And around 1:57, it went to the Saturn sub. Did anything happen during this period? Let's look at around 11:10. Okay. If you look at around 11:10 or so, Nifty was at 11:15 candle. Nifty was at 24 to 32. 24 to 32. And from there, the market started galloping. Okay, so as you can see here, market started galloping from here. This was the low point. From here, it went to the high. Okay, this is actually, is it yesterday or today? I'm not sure if this is yesterday or this is 28th. Current. I don't know why this is showing yesterday. Okay, fair enough. Right, around the same place, just when the moon transit happened to Jupiter. Jupiter is also a positive planet for Indian stock market. Rahu, Jupiter, Mars, Mercury, Venus, Moon, these are all positive planets. The Ketu, Moon, Sun seem to be not so very strong planet for us. Okay, so we are seeing just around the time the market rallied. Okay, right. What happened when it moved into Saturn sub around 157.30? Okay, so it became a little dull after this around 157.30. That is around 2 o'clock. So nothing really happened after 2 o'clock. It moved sideways for some time, but around 2:15, the fall began. Around 12 to 15, the fall began. Went down by 22, 5, 19, 2, then recovered about 15 points, then fell again at 233 by 23 points, then 12 points, then 12 points, then recovered a little bit 2 points, and then minus 10 points, all the way down to 245. And then again, it was attempted to recover about 80% of whatever it had lost. So there seems to be a small bit of a correlation of when moon is shifting into the different subs. So this is a very unique concept in the Krishnamurti Paddhati system, where we are beginning to see that when moon is shifting into a sub, a few minutes later, not immediately after that, maybe 5 to 15 minutes later, the market seems to be reacting to that. Why is there a delay? I don't know. I will continue to do the research and I will come back to you. Okay. With the same focus, let's look at tomorrow. We look at the almanac tomorrow. Nothing much has changed in the sky, but Mercury is shifting into the Ketu sub. Other than that, we don't have, only Sun is shifting into the Sun's own sub in Rohini Nakshatra. The day will begin tomorrow with Moon already shifted into the Saturn sub in the Sun star. Saturn has been a little weak planet for us, so chances are chances are that tomorrow morning, once again, the market may open gap down. Not a very strong correlation. There is a weak correlation here. Okay, this is a weak correlation. The 2025. Not a very strong correlation, weak correlation. Gap down opening may be possible. I'm not sure if this will definitely come, but possibilities are there. If it happens, moon in sun star, Kritika Nakshatra, not a bad nakshatra for the market, but not an extremely strong nakshatra for the Indian stock market. Possibility that at around 10:51, 10 a.m., when moon transits into Mercury sub in sun's Kritika star, if the market is gap down or if it is going bearish after a gap up, okay, then around 10:51, we can expect a mild recovery. If, that is, if this, okay, so I'll put it like this. If bearish or flattish until 10:50, okay, then you can expect a mild recovery after 10:50 a.m. Okay, now around 1:51 p.m., moon will shift into Ketu sub. It will shift into Ketu sub in Kritika star. Right. Now this is a weak planet for Indian stock market. So chances are if bullish from 1050 to 150, then expect a bearish fall or a pullback. Again, remember that the 9-day trend is still appearing to be pretty strong, but Nifty is a near resistance zone as we just saw. Okay, so chances are tomorrow, again, if you see around 3:05 p.m. moon in Venus sub. So again, pull back. Okay, again, a bullish move possible. All of these are only possibility. These are only for test scenarios. Okay, do not take a trade based on this. Please combine astrology with technical analysis and take a trade. And we are clearly seeing that Nifty is very close to that 23rd April 2025 resistance of 24,359. We need to see Nifty cross that resistance. Then we can say, okay, it may make sense for us to take. Now we are stuck between that double top resistance and the 23rd April resistance. 4 consecutive days it has tested that resistance and it has not been able to pierce that. So there could be a huge money that needs to come into the market in order for it to go back to this level. So I will draw another resistance line here for us to look at this. Around this level here, we could see a resistance. This is the week of the December 2024. Okay, so I will put that also here. 9th, second week, December 2024 resistance. Okay, so it will go back, it should go back to that level. So if this breaks at 24 to 24,359, it should go back to 24,780, 790 level. 24, I will say 780, 750 to 780, somewhere between 24,750 to 24, 800 is the next big resistance level. So it needs to go from here to there. So we are still seeing all resistance levels coming in. These are all things where the market had fallen. Another resistance level at 25,165. And then there is a big gap down here that could act as a mild resistance. And then the all-time high that happened 27th of September, 26,277. So this will be the final resistance. So once Nifty crosses all of this, then of course it is all maja. One can celebrate and say, okay, Nifty has gone back to all-time high. Now I have no idea whether Nifty will go back to all-time high or not this year, but eventually it will catch up. And from there, the fall will start. Okay, and from that might happen next year, but this year also I'm thinking that after doing a little bit of an analysis, September, October, a fall may begin once again. We will get, when we get closer to that, I will let you know. But right now, Nifty is looking strongly bullish. There is really no problem here. We have seen a strong on a day candle, we have seen a golden crossover on the 4th of April. The 20 period moving average is way above the 50 period moving average. We're still not seen the test of the either the 20 period moving average or the 50 period moving average. 20 period moving average is 23,450. 50-period moving average is 23,047. So Nifty is nowhere near it. It is currently trading at around 24,313. 312.90 is where Nifty is at today. So clearly the uh, Nifty could be ranging for some time until it comes back to the 20-period moving average. And then it could take a very strong support at the 50-day moving average and start to move up. And what about this trend? Okay, the DI positive is 35. That means it's a very strong bullish trend. DI negative is 25. That means there is going to be a strong resistance. And the ADX is 23. That means that it is still in a no trade zone. It is not yet zone where you can confidently go long on Nifty. So it's neither showing you can go short nor showing you can go long. So this is still in a no trade zone. Okay. So please consider all of this before going anything due to uh, whatever that you want to do. Right. Now, Prakash, you're asking me whether there'll be an Indo-Pakistan war. Currently, I don't see, astrologically, I don't see a war starting. The last time there is an Indo-China war, for instance, there was a very clear Saturn, uh, Mars, Rahu conjunction, Ketu conjunction that was there. So I would like to see Mars play a significant role in the conjunction. I don't see Mars yet conjoining with Ketu. It is not too far away. Another couple of months, July month, I think Mars should be conjoining with Ketu. Anything may be possible. There could be another new virus or a war that could start during that period. But we will cross that bridge when we get there. In fact, just around that period when the conjunction starts with Mars, Mercury, just the same day, will go retrograde. So certainly we are expecting some fireworks on that day, but we still have another about 2.5, 3 months to go before we take a decision on what to do on that particular point of time. So market is looking like it is gaining momentum. And tomorrow, I am not too very bullish, neither am I too very bearish for tomorrow. But day after tomorrow is going to be a sluggish day. Reason is day after tomorrow on the 30th of April, when the day begins, moon will be in Rohini Nakshatra, not a positive for India's stock market. So I expect the market to be sluggish. Do I expect a big fall on the day? I do not know. I don't have a very strong negative correlation for Rohini, but I definitely don't have a positive correlation uh, for Rohini Nakshatra. There are times when Rohini Nakshatra has given zero, literally zero gain for the entire day. Went up 20 points, came down 20 points, ended absolutely flat in the past. So that could happen. So I don't know what's going to happen into the market on the 25th. But I certainly don't think that tomorrow night is the time when you should, or closure is the time when you should take long position on Nifty for Wednesday. Wait and see how it goes. Of course, we will come back to you tomorrow when we discuss the market, and we will take a look at what the market is going to do on Friday. Thursday, the market will be holiday. Okay, right. Prakash, I am not using 3 minutes chart. I can use any. I just showed you how to use a daily chart. For instance, the Nifty 50 daily chart is here. Okay, I am just using 3 minutes chart because it's useful for us to know what the market is doing based on the almanac. That is why I demonstrated that. Otherwise, 3 minutes chart is not something that one really needs to look at unless you are a scalper like our Vishwanathan sir, who is only interested in some 10 points move in Bank Nifty and is very happy with a 10-point move up or net point move down, depending upon whether he is going short or long on the market. Okay. Any other questions? Anybody likes to ask any doubts? Please raise the hand and I am happy to unmute you. Ajay,
Uh, Good afternoon, sir.
good afternoon, sir.
Sir, today market was bullish, but we were not able to predict it on Friday. So which planet pulled it up? Is it Venus plus?
Yeah, I just now explained to you. Did
Uh,
you join late in
uh,
the class now?
uh,
I just explained it. At the start
mhm,
of the class, I explained
mhm,
that Venus, Moon in Bharani Nakshatra. Sir, whenever Moon is within Moon versus Sun,
mhm,
difference is less than 3.2, plus or minus.
mhm,
Okay, plus or minus 3.2. Strong
mhm,
sell on rise market. More
mhm,
than 3.2, plus or minus. Okay,
mhm,
depending upon if both are in the same star or not, and depends on the star lord's position strength, market will be bullish. Today we can see moon is more than 4 degrees. Correct, na sir?
mhm,
5 degrees. 4 plus 18, 5 degrees from sun
mhm,
at 9:15 and started further going away from sun.
mhm,
And both of them are in Bharani Nakshatra, in Venus star.
mhm.
Venus is a super strong significator for banking stocks. Did you join late for the class?
Yeah, yeah, correct.
Because I explained everything, you are making me
Mhm.
repeat the whole thing again from the very beginning,
Okay,
sir.
okay.
Okay. Right, sir. Thank you. Any other questions, any of you? All the best, guys. I will see you in the next class tomorrow. Be blessed by the divine. Or have